Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Oh wait, I forgot something. Indoor sunglasses engaged. None of those blue light glasses. This is gonna be a fun video, alright? So guys, Metaverse, it's still a hot topic and there's a bit more fear in the markets right now. So we need to capitalize off of those fears and be greedy. You know the classic investing quote, be fearful while others are greedy and be greedy while others are fearful. So today we are going to be analyzing some charts and trying to figure out what exactly we can do during these fearful times to capitalize off of it and make enormous amounts of money. So anyways, guys, you guys can see right here that the fear and greed index says that we are in a state of fear, and this is for Bitcoin, all right? But Bitcoin is kind of like the general cornucopia of cryptocurrencies. If Bitcoin starts skyrocketing, you know altcoins are going to start following behind it. But if Bitcoin crashes down to $10,000, fear instills within the markets. Not only does Bitcoin crash, but everything comes down with it. So guys, Bitcoin is king. We have to respect the Bitcoin. It's in a state of fear, which means that the altcoin dominance might slow down a little bit, right? Wrong. Because there's actually literal proof that altcoin season has not even reached its peak yet. It might not even be halfway there. There's actual proof. And typically, crypto does like to run into December and through January. So most likely, this bull run isn't even close to being over, and there's plenty of opportunity, and right now is the perfect time to be capitalizing off of this opportunity. You guys can see that there's news on the Metaverse every single day. The Verge is talking about it right here. Vox is talking about it. Market insiders. This is big in stock markets as well. We scroll down here, we see this news. Cathie Wood says the Metaverse is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. I don't know if you guys all know who Cathie Wood is, but she essentially during 2020 stock market, she had one of the best performances in her ETF. So she's highly respected. Even though her ETF has not performed as well in 2021, she's still a highly respected figure in the stock market. She always goes for those disruptive, innovative technologies that are changing the world constantly. So it doesn't surprise me at all that she's very bullish on the Metaverse. Anyways, if we're just looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap here on Market Cypher, but not including Bitcoin, so we're excluding Bitcoin, you guys can see that it's forming this ascending wedge pattern, which is an extremely bullish pattern right here, right? So I do believe we do end up completing this wedge, meaning that we do break out into all-time highs, probably very shortly right here. Also looking at Market Cypher, Market Sniper right here, you guys can see that there's been decreasing waves. So the general strategy is you want to have these big blue waves followed by smaller blue waves. So right here was a smaller blue wave, right? And then this time the bottom, almost literally the bottom of this this bull run right here in July. It literally timed that perfectly, right? So it's very good, and we can see right here another big wave, another small wave. That was pretty bad drawing there, but you get the point. We're getting decreasing blue waves, and the fact that we are in a negative blue wave means that it is a buying opportunity. You see the green right here. The green means that money is flowing in to altcoins right now. While money is flowing into altcoins, every single dip that there is a very juicy dip. There's nothing here that shows me that a crash is coming, right? It's well in line with the trend. The trend is your friend, and we have a decreasing blue wave that is about to cross over. You guys can see what happened last time that this blue wave crossed over here at the beginning of October. It ignited a massive altcoin run right here all the way up to 1.64 trillion, right? And we got another blue wave crossing over here again, guys, at the end of July. It just absolutely spikes up. So we're getting the exact same thing right now, meaning that there's a massive opportunity in altcoins. Now, what we can do is we can actually compare the Metaverse to Ethereum, right? Ethereum is the main altcoin, right? And we have a Metaverse index. If we look right here at Index Coop, we look, this is the ticker symbol is MVI, and it has a bunch of these underlying tokens: Audius, Axie Infinity, Decentral Games, Decentraland, Engine, Illuvium, Yield Guild Games, NFTX. You get the point, guys. All of these are essentially just Metaverse tokens. So when we're comparing this to Ethereum, we can see the strength of the metaverse in comparison to Ethereum. Now, we're not getting the exact same decreasing blue waves that we're expecting here, but Market Cypher did in fact give us a buying signal just yesterday, saying that yesterday was the perfect time to buy the dip on these metaverses. Now, we still have time, right, before this blue wave crosses over, before this trend is confirmed. But we do know that the last time Market Cypher predicted this right here at this line was the perfect time to buy. And pretty much every time so far, we've seen it hit this line, bounce off perfectly. It seems very, very good. We're back into bullish money flow. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Looking at the daily, it is also looking very, very good. Although it does look a bit overextended to the upside, it does not mean that this trend does not continue. Looking here at the daily chart, it is also looking very, very good. It is a bit overextended right now to the upside, which it does pose a risk, but considering that we are very bullish on altcoins, this isn't too frightening whatsoever. And if anything, the VWAP is down. This is that yellow part of Market Cypher right here, and that is coming up, so that is looking very, very healthy as well. And even on some of these shorter time frames, again, it's looking very, very healthy, and money is now flowing back into this thing. As you guys can see, there's a lot of green money coming back in as of yesterday. So we may have found a short-term bottom here on these metaverse cryptos. Now, this is Market Cypher. There's a link below in the description if you guys wanted to check it out. It's a bit pricey, but it really has helped me with my technical analysis, so check that out if you guys have not already. We also have right here Moomoo, guys. So if you want free money, essentially, you can check out Moomoo. The link is below in the description or pinned comment section. It is a stock investing brokerage right here, and you can get up to $3,500 in free stock as long as you deposit $1. So it's definitely worth checking out. Looking here at the cryptocurrency total market, you guys can see that Bitcoin is actually down on the day. And like we said, there is a bit of fear right now in the market. So when there's fear in the markets, obviously these red days are to be expected, and it just adds to the overall fear, even though we are in a very, very bullish market. Smart buyers right now are loading up, all right? So we can see that Ethereum's also down, Binance Coin. So pretty much everything is taking a hit besides Cardano, which makes absolutely no sense because Cardano is terrible in every form. Terra Luna, this is one that is going to take off during this alt season. It's already showing its mark right here with its 50% gain. This thing has tons of momentum. If you find this thing on a dip, I think it is definitely worth at least considering. Crypto.com, this one had its parabolic run. They just took over the Staples Center in Los Angeles. They're the sponsor of it now. So Crypto.com, I think, will be a good one for this alt season. It's not my favorite, but I do think it will perform very, very well. Algorand, I am a fan of Algorand, but I'm not as big of a fan of Algorand as I am with Elrond, and this one is now on a big fat juicy dip. Internet Computer, I have a good friend of mine who really likes that one. I don't know too much about it myself. I really like Elrond right here. Phantom could also benefit greatly from this alt season. This is another layer one right here. A lot of these layer ones such as AVAX, Solana, Phantom, and even Elrond right there are going to be benefiting a lot from this altcoin run. And I think I did miss AVAX. I do think AVAX will do pretty well. It might have a bit more room to fall before its next leg up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I do think at about 110, it's a very solid price for AVAX, especially if we do get this altcoin run that we are anticipating, correct? Now we're getting into some of the lower cap ones. Loopring is another staple of this alt season right here. Engine, obviously. I mean, I'm skipping over these metaverse ones because we're going to go over that in a second. Let's just move over there right now. So I was scrolling through this already. You guys can see Metaverse is taking a massive hit right now, right? When there's fear in the markets, they go after the newcomer the first, right? Even though this is probably the most bullish sector of cryptocurrency right now, it's going to be treated with the biggest and fattest corrections, and also because it's been going up so much. So you're going to see that these things are going down, which means that they're buying opportunities. Because guys, let me remind you, we are right here at a support level. We got a massive buy signal on Market Cypher for the Metaverse Index compared to Ethereum. So the Metaverse coins are probably going to pick up, and they're probably going to end up dominating this alt season, right? It appears like we're going to enter into a big fat alt season right now with the blue wave crossing over. The Metaverse is also right here at support, right? So Metaverse is really set up in an amazing buy the dip situation, in my opinion, based off of those technicals that we were just looking at. Now, ones that I want to look at, I'm not necessarily looking at Axie Infinity or Decentraland or Sandbox or even Gala. Gala is one that I got at 8 cents. Sandbox is one that I got at 77 cents. Those are already up so much right now. I'm going to be looking at a few of these lower cap ones, under $1 billion, under $1 billion. So Ultra UOS, this one is my favorite one. This one could easily pull a Gala Games and Engine Coin. What Ultra is doing is phenomenal, and I can see this thing easily going to 2 to 3 billion in market cap. Just based off of their technology alone. They're partnered with AMD, a few other companies as well. I know my boys over at Twitter are going to shout me out for this. Ultra is incredible, all right? So if you're ignoring Ultra, you're doing the wrong thing. Now, I waited for a while to get back into Ultra UOS, and I finally pulled the trigger. Now, I pulled the trigger at $1.90, and it's now at $1.70. I have some regrets, right? We're down 13% on the day, but it just looks like the juiciest dip, guys. This is the juiciest dip. I don't think it stays at 170 too long, all right? I'm going to be blunt and honest with you guys. Illuvium and UFO, given these things are both at a $1 billion market cap, that's pretty hefty. But when you're comparing them to something like Sandbox and Decentraland and Axie Infinity, these are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 billion dollars in market cap. So Illuvium and UFO probably have the best chance of joining them up on this list as actual games. Ultra as a system, I think, is probably be a bit better than Illuvium right there. But in terms of games, UFO and Illuvium, I mean, it's a staple part of any portfolio right now. Vulcan Forge, this might pull a Gala, right? This is a game studio. It's not necessarily a single game, but this has a diversified aspect to it, which makes it very successful. And this recently got a Binance listing. It may potentially get a Coinbase listing. And I think it's very similar to Gala Games, which again, guys, I got this at 8 cents and it's now at 57 cents. So if there's one that can actually do what Gala Games did, Vulcan Forge is the way to go. Yield Guild Games, I think this is sitting at a very low price point for what it's worth right now. I've always liked Yield Guild Games for what it does. It's essentially a real estate investment trust, but for metaverse assets, right? So they buy land in different metaverses and invest in it and have their own spot. And if you're a holder of it, you get benefits of what Yield Guild Games has as assets. So Yield Guild Games is very good. C2Fi Fund, this one is up quite a bit. I'd probably let it come down a bit more. Efinity, this one's, you need to be loading up on this one. You need to be loading up on Efinity. Not financial advice, obviously, but it's made by Engine, and it's just overall a very solid project. D-Race went on an absolute tear. There might be a little bit more room for it to fall, but you should probably consider averaging into this one. Horse gambling, everyone loves this one, guys. D-Race is definitely one that should be on the radar right now. Decentral Games, very good as well. It's still sitting pretty low here at a $184 million market cap. So it's not one that you want to miss, all right? So we're going to keep scrolling down here because I want to get into some of these lower cap gems down here. Now, I'm not seeing them right now. Poker, this one's down a lot. Worth loading up, in my opinion. I like Poker. It's essentially gaming, crypto gaming poker right there. Refinable down 20%. This one is more of a long-term hold for me. So don't just jump into Refinable without doing your due diligence. I like it for a very long-term hold right there. Now, these ones are the dirty ones with very small market caps. So you got to be extremely careful. Do your due diligence. See who their partners are for this one. This is where I wanted to get into, where they don't necessarily have the market caps, but they are still good projects. Fade and Arena has a game out on your iPhone. You can literally download this thing right now if you guys wanted to. And you can just start earning. You can start earning the THGC tokens, I believe. I forget off the top of my head. I haven't yet played it to earn, but this one is definitely one you guys should be looking out for. Network right here with a V. This is another one, up 26% on the day. Don't sleep on this one, guys. Don't sleep on this one. Cryo War is good. Altura is good. Mist, this is one that I've heard good things about. I need to do more due diligence on it. Citizen Finance, this one should be good. And guys, remember, these are the lower cap gems. Again, Refinable is my long-term hold. Probably won't benefit as much as some of these other ones short-term. But I like Refinable for the long term. I'm personally holding it for a while. And that's all I really got here, guys. Those are my picks. I really think the Metaverse at least has at least one more solid run left in its tank. Remember, you guys have to take profits. When you're up on this thing, you got to take profits because you're seeing it today, red across the board. I take profits every time my position doubles. I just split it in half, maybe roll it into a different position. I just try to limit my risk that way. I try to readjust my portfolio, maybe put it into something that hasn't risen so much, and by doing that, I feel more comfortable with my position. So that's my personal strategy while playing these ones. Eventually, during December or January, I'm probably going to liquidate over half of them, right? I'll keep a small bag in some of my high conviction projects, but overall, I do think that we're going to run from here, right? Drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. Hit that post notification bell down below if you haven't already. Remember to check out Moomoo before you leave. It's in the description or pinned comment section if you wanted to check it out. Up to $3,500 in free stock just for depositing at least $1 on their platform. So it's essentially free money. That's why I encourage people to check it out. It helps me. It helps you. And win-win. That's what I like to do on this channel. I like us both to win together. And yeah, Market Cypher as well. There's a link below, but again, that one's pretty pricey, so only do it if you make a really fat bag in one of these projects that I made. So anyways, guys, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Peace.